10 tips for finding cheap flights. Discover the best tricks to fly for little money and get cheap flights. Whenever you want to fly, do you find it too expensive? Well, pay attention to us, because with these tricks you will be able to catch cheap flights to escape wherever you want and whenever you want. If you already know that you have to be flexible on dates and times, what is the best time to book, and you have signed up for our price alerts, here are a few more tips to find cheap flights. Are you ready? Well, get ready, because you will fly for much less than you think. 1. Be flexible. If you are not one of those who have to take vacations by obligation in the month of August, or at Easter or Christmas, you are in luck. If your dates to fly are flexible, out of season, and you don't mind getting up early or staying up late, the numbers for you to find cheap flights multiply. And if the destination is not important, even better. Often the less popular destinations are the ones that surprise us the most. At Skyscanner, we make it easy for you, so take a look at our tool to search for flights with no destination, and the one that is used to search for flights in a whole month, or even a whole year. You will be surprised to discover which dates are the best to pay little for your flights. You do not know how well? Find out in 40 seconds with these 2 videos. The flight searches of these very flexible tools will show you only estimated prices, but will nevertheless help you to get a rough initial idea of the prices of your flights. 2. Sign up for Skyscanner Price Alerts. Subscribing to our price alerts is the ideal way to keep track of the price of the flight you are interested in, so that you can buy your tickets when they are as cheap as possible. It's as easy as doing a search on Skyscanner, clicking on the Create Price Alerts link, and giving us your email, and voila! Every time the price of the flights you are interested in changes, you will receive an email to see if the price has gone up or down, so you can see what is the best time to get cheap plane tickets. 3. Book round-trip flights separately. Reason tells us that a return ticket should be cheaper, but this is not always the case, and often if you buy the 2 itineraries separately, you can get cheaper flights. Investigate, compare, and see if booking your flights separately can save you some money. 4. Say yes to scales. As in the previous point, logically a direct flight should be cheaper, but in reality is not usually the case. So keep in mind that there are quite a few exceptions, and that often a layover of several hours in another destination can mean a considerable saving on the price of the flight. In addition to this, you should know that sometimes flights early in the morning and late at night are usually somewhat cheaper. The best thing you can do is investigate. And if what you want is to make a flight with multiple routes, you can now try our flight tool for multiple destinations. 5. Book at the best time. In reality, no one can accurately predict the best time to book a flight, as dozens of factors play a role at the same time. However, at Skyscanner, we have created a rough guide to the best time to book the flight you are interested in for the most popular routes. Use this information as a generic guide. For example, if you want to fly from Madrid to New York, on average, the best time to book your flights is approximately 16 weeks in advance. 6. Sign up for airline newsletters. Something as simple as going to the websites of the airlines that fly from your nearest airport or to your favorite place and signing up for their newsletter. Every time they launch offers, promotions, or discounts, you will receive an email in your inbox with all the news. Then compare prices on Skyscanner to see if it's really worth it, and get flights so cheap your friends won't know how you got them. 7. Find out which is the cheapest airport. Not always the closest, largest, or smallest airport is the cheapest. There are so many factors that come into play. So the smart thing to do is compare, compare, compare. Flying from airports such as Girona or Reus is not always cheaper than flying from Barcelona, for example, especially if you have to add the cost of the transfer. So take the opportunity to take a look at Skyscanner's Nearby Airports tool and discover how much you could save if you traveled a few kilometers. 8. Do not bill. In recent times, it is rare to be able to check in a bag for free since most airlines charge for this. So if you want to save some money, plan well what you are going to take, travel light, and do it with a cabin suitcase. Perhaps if you are going to be away for 2 or 3 weeks, it is not ideal, but you can always wash your clothes at the destination. You already know, if you want to save on your flights, don't bill. 9. Take advantage of discounts. Not all airlines have discounts for students or any other type, but Vueling is one of them. So if you have the youth card, and are under 31 years old, you can save €5 each way, which is not bad at all. And after all, the important thing is that your flights are cheap.